welcome back to Page 3 Hot Topics. We hope you've had a brilliant bank holiday weekend. Very nice to have a 3-day weekend, and it's just about the end of September. Or should I say the start of September? God, it's already midday, but apparently I need another coffee. But welcome back. We're joined by the panel. Kate, Barbie, and Chloe are joining us today. Here they are, girls. I hope you're on, and I am, because apparently I don't know what date it is. Throwing me off.
Just want to say a big happy birthday to my nan today. Woohoo! Page 3 Hot Topics legend. Come on.
What's your nan's name, Chloe?
Eileen.
Eileen, happy birthday.
Yes.
Well, lots has been happening over the weekend in England, as well as, filling up the pubs. We have seen Meghan Markle speaking out again. Well, she is released on her podcast, which she spoke with Serena Williams, talking about feminism, but she's also done a magazine interview. Now, as per, Piers Morgan isn't too happy about how she's come across. We can expect that. But also other people as well have said, come on, you've had your say now. Maybe it's about time to just have a bit more respect for the royal family. But other people, said she's finally delivered something of substance. But some people have said, why is she inflicting this torture on us? It's very, very much divided, but we wanted to know what you guys thought. So if you've got any comments or questions about anything that we discussed, then just pop them in the section below. So, Kate, kicking off with you, what did you make of Meghan's interview and podcast, which got released over the weekend?
Yeah, I've listened to the podcast Archetypes. I think what she's doing is great. Kind of her interview with Serena Williams, I don't think it was really focused on her as well. It was more of an interview with Serena about how women are box typed, and I just think it's a really positive thing. So I don't know why anyone, says otherwise.
Yeah, so obviously, you're in the camp of understand what she's trying to do.
Yes.
Whereas some people are saying, yeah, but you're now trying to move on with your life, right? So why do you keep on bringing up things which have happened in the past? I think, Barbie, what do you think about this?
I didn't actually watch it, but I just think that poor girl can't do right for wrong. Like, whatever she does, she backlash for it anyway.
Okay. Chloe, your thoughts?
Nah, I just think she moved away. She come out of the royal family, and now, she wants a bit of peace. Now she's putting herself back out there again. Do you know what I'm saying? She wants to get away from backlash, but then she's doing podcasts again and stuff like that, getting more into the spotlight. I just think, she shouldn't have done that. If she wanted a peaceful life, she just shouldn't have. Just stay away from all of it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, she's also brought up in an interview away from the podcast, which was to plug her podcast, the fact that she said, living in the UK, her son Archie, she wouldn't be able to drop off Archie at school without there being 30 or 40, I think it was 40, she said, journalists there waiting, taking pictures. Now, due to IPSO rules, we're not allowed to do that. We're allowed there on the first day, but it will be very much organised around, and it will be very much like a pool picture, a pool video, and then that will be spread across to the different journalists. And then we'd all use the same picture under the same embargo. Under rules and regulations, we are not allowed to send 30 or 40 journalists, because that would just be an invasion of privacy. So some of the things she said, people have come back and said, surely she would know that there wouldn't be 30 or 40 journalists waiting. So that's another thing which has come to light. Kate, what do you think about that? Do you think that she would have known that when she said it?
Yeah, I do think she probably exaggerates a little bit. She definitely would have known. I think she's a very intelligent woman. So
Yeah, which I think people are now taking issue with, because she always speaks about her truth, right? And she wants her truth out there. But something isn't quite right about that particular statement. But then again, it was a very relaxed sort of interview, came across with Harry coming in there and stuff at her home. Barbie, are you interested? I mean, you said you haven't listened to it. Is that because you're personally not interested in it, or because, give me your reasoning behind why you haven't listened? I'm intrigued.
Didn't really know she had, to be honest, but I just think she can't do anything right or do anything wrong. So I just think just leave her to it. Like, it's not even been in major press because I've not seen anything, but I do genuinely think that whatever she does, it's just going to get backlash for it.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you on that point. And no matter what she does, there will obviously be some interest around it. Chloe, I mean, obviously Harry and Meghan want to be financially independent, which is why they've done these, Spotify deals, Netflix deals. Obviously they gave up as senior royals. What do you think could they do from your perspective, which you would respect them a little bit more for doing?
Just really like getting on with their own life now, because they come out of the royal family. I just think, like, I don't know, just chill out, spend time with the kids, like, just not so much be in the media, like, so much.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they did step down as senior royals, but they are still the Duke and Duchess. They're just not allowed to use royal in their branding now. But the argument is that, of course, in order to get these Spotify deals and Netflix deals, they have to be associated with the royal family somehow, right? Otherwise they wouldn't get them. So I don't know, Barbie, you're nodding your head.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're definitely only getting these deals because it was part of the royal family, and it's like interesting. But then again, she was like famous before she went into royal family. So
she was.
Yeah, she was.
Now,
what was she in? Like
Suits.
Yeah.
Now, Kate, she did also say in secret, she said, "Can I tell you a secret?" to this journalist who was interviewing her at the beginning. Can I tell you the secret? Well, I'm going to come back onto Instagram. Will you be giving her a follow?
No.
She's going back on Instagram. I followed her before when she was in Suits years ago.
No.
I'd give her a follow.
Interesting. So how do you think Meghan has changed them from your perspective then over the years, from being sort of like a blogger, lifestyle blogger? It was all about yoga and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember like years ago. But I don't think, I mean, they obviously, maybe you're not allowed to have it if you're a senior royal. I don't think you should not be allowed to have it either. So I think why did they ever have to come off it?
Well, that's the thing. They had the Sussex Royal, but because they're not allowed to use the word royal, they had to let it count.
I just think it's stupid her going back on social media though, because she says all about this backlash and that, but she's going to get it 10 times worse when she posts a picture up on there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, hopefully she has a team who looks after it, because Meghan and Harry do divide people. It has to be said, they do completely divide people. So yeah, anyway, that was all over the papers this weekend. So we did think we'd bring it up. If you think about anything about the podcast, are you interested? Will you be listening to the Mariah Carey episode, which I think drops this week? That'll be interesting because Mariah is also in her own right very much a successful woman, millions of followers on Instagram. Perhaps you can ask Mariah for some tips on how to get her Instagram back up there. But yeah, if you guys got any comments on that particular podcast or perhaps an interview, then let us know. They will be back in the UK, I think this week or next week, with apparently no planned visits to see their Harry's and Meghan's now, I guess, family too. So let's see. But we're going to move on now onto Lizzy Cundy. Now, she has slammed the England squad for wearing pride armbands ahead of the Qatar World Cup. She said, quite extraordinary, the England football squad will wear rainbow-coloured armbands and take the knee, but they will still fly to Qatar to play for the World Cup trophy, whereas Djokovic will miss out playing at the US Open because he is sticking up for his principles. Just saying. Barbie, what do you think about this?
It's a bit of a hard one because obviously, like, we all respect the pride and things, but then you go into a country which doesn't allow that, so it's a bit of a, I don't know on that one. That's a hard one.
I mean, Kate, do you agree with Lizzy?
I think it's good that they're displaying the rainbow in a country where obviously it's illegal to be gay. I don't think they should. I know Djokovic obviously didn't play there, but if they were not to play in Qatar, there's so many countries that actually enforce Sharia law. Like I've been to Dubai, for instance, which implements Sharia law. I don't agree, obviously, with all of Sharia law, but should I not go to Dubai on holiday there? So it's a difficult one.
Yeah, and obviously this is their jobs, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure we're all, we can all, speak on ourselves, when we do contracts and stuff with companies, and you might not necessarily agree with absolutely everything within the terms and conditions, but it is your job. But
I
this
think
is
I think I agree with her though.
Yeah.
What she said, because I just think like they're wearing it, like, and if they believe in it so much, like, you just wouldn't go there, would you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you also have to be an ally, right? And they are in positions where they can influence a lot of people, and a lot of young people as well. But of course, they don't get to choose where they get to play. They get told where to play, and then they get sent on a jet to go there. Barbie, you're a bit mixed on this one. Tell me why.
Just because, like, we're all for pride in this country, which is good, but then you're flying to another country which doesn't allow it at all. So, I mean, are they allowed to wear these bands there, or are they not? I'm not too sure. If it was me, I'd probably wear mine, but then you're probably disrespecting their country, and you're going in their country to represent your country. So it's hard.
Yeah, it is difficult. I assume yes, they will be able to wear them because they're very,
I just don't think they should be going there and wearing them, like.
So you're an outright no to going there. Kate, do you think that it should be an outright no to going there too?
No, I think they should go there, and it's good that they display the flag they're sticking up for human rights, essentially. So,
what more do you think that the team could do other than, let's say, not going there wasn't an option for them, Barbie? What more do you think that they could do to help and be an ally?
I'd definitely say they need to go. That's their job. Like, they shouldn't miss out just because another country has another law. But I'm not sure what else they could do with them. Just wear the band and show their appreciation for, like, pride, but like also kind of respecting the country by, I don't know, it's hard.
Difficult. Chloe, what more?
You can hear me, so I thought you could hear me there. I think maybe promoting it more on social media, getting it out there more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, good for Lizzy for sort of saying what she thought. Be interesting to see if other, influential figures and stuff will also be agreeing with her and talking about it. It's definitely giving a talking point, and it's something which does obviously need to be addressed. Whether Qatar will listen will be another thing. Given the history, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Let's have a look at a poll then. To see. I also think we missed out on the previous poll for Harry and Meghan, so we'll also take a look at that one now. Let's take a look at the Harry and Meghan one and see what you guys thought about that. Will you be listening to Meghan Markle's new podcast? No, 95%. Our page 3 audience. Barbie, just because you didn't listen to it, I'm intrigued. Will you be catching up?
Probably not, no.
Neither will I.
Neither will Chloe. Kate, will you be listening to the next episode?
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. Fine. All right then. Well, let's move on from Qatar now and Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, because I'm sure we'll be speaking about it more as the days go on. School brings back spanking for an out-of-control kids. A school in the United States allowing teachers to give their rebellious students paddling. It was after a survey sent to parents last year revealed the majority wanted spanking brought back. I mean, this is a wild story. I'll kick it off with Chloe. What do you think of this?
I think that they'd get an angry dad go and knock out the teacher nowadays. You know what I mean? They wouldn't allow that nowadays. You'd get some muscly boxer dad and he'd be knocking out the teachers. Nah, this is wrong. This is going back in the medievals. Nah, I'm not on it.
It's wild. It's wild.
I don't know. I mean, I think probably some of them deserve it, but no, I don't agree with it. No way.
Well, I mean, it's child abuse, isn't it? Kate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've just gone backwards. So I really do disagree with it.
Yeah, it is a bit nuts.
Yeah, I think they've gone.
Yeah, I think that's just absolutely wrong. Like, there's all these things that we can't do, and then they're on about bringing that back. That's just no.
It's wild. It's absolutely wild. I mean, obviously there might be an issue with behaviour at that school. What else can teachers do? And let's bring this back to the UK, back into a little bit of sanity here. What else can the teachers do, what they're not already doing, in order to just try and get a little bit of more control of the classroom without bringing back spanking? Chloe?
Let's have a think.
There's more information, isn't there?
Hang on, wait, I've got one. Maybe taking away their phone for like a week and locking it up. That would make me good.
Schools already do that. Yeah, like a lot of schools now, you've got to hand in your phone at the start of the school day. You all got a locker and you all have to hand it in, especially for like really badly behaved schools. That's what you have to do now.
Yeah, well, it's a hard one.
Okay.
Get them to come in on the weekends and stay the whole weekend.
Yeah, I mean that would be a shout, but then you'd have to pay teachers more.
Yeah, I know.
Would that work? Probably not.
No. Yeah.
No. Okay, fine. Get your thinking cap on, Barbie.
Or get them a takeaway when they're good. Get them McDonald's and Pizza Hut and stuff like that when they're good. Right.
But then people will turn around and say you're encouraging an already obese nation to get even more obese.
Oh.
So this is what I mean. It's a constant battle, Barbie.
Yeah.
I just have to get the parents involved more. Like, it's generally down to the parent. I know it's not parents' fault for how the children behave, but I would just get the parents involved. It's free. It doesn't cost the school anything. And even if it's like bringing your parents in for a day and see if you act like that in front of them, stuff like that.
Yeah, do the embarrassment card. I think that's a good one. Kate?
Yeah, a bit different, but in prisons they give them TVs because they have something to take away from them. Something similar to that, you can't go to your year 11 ball example if you are that naughty, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you do if they brought this back to the UK?
That would be a very bad thing. I don't think they ever would, though.
No, I don't think it'll ever come here. Never.
No.
They could get them to delete Instagram actually delete the app for 2 weeks, and if they're seen on it, they get in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult because I've got a wild time of it trying to deal with phones, which is just another thing. I mean, I remember going to school and I had like a flip up phone. I didn't have all these social media apps. I know I sound really old, but I didn't. And then that way I wasn't distracted.
Yeah.
When I was sitting in school and stuff. It's very difficult. Anyway, that's the wild story of this week. Yes, I very much doubt that will ever get through UK government. But there we are. Let's take a look at what you guys thought at home on our poll on this. Should spanking be brought back into school?
No, they're evil.
Yes, 70%. Wild. But that's the Daily Star page 3 audience.
They're evil.
70%. Not great. I mean, Barbie, are you surprised by the poll?
Yeah, I am a bit like, that's people in the UK saying that. That's so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nuts. Chloe,
They're evil people. They should be ashamed.
Kate.
I think maybe a lot of the readers are that age where perhaps they, that was a thing when they were at school and they think they taught us
I thought
discipline.
that. They're
I think
like old people, like we went
I think my
and stuff.
dad, when he was at school, I mean, he went to quite a religious school, but he had like if you swore in class, they had a bar of soap that you had to quite literally wash your mouth out with if you swore. Anyway, nuts. But
Nowadays they'd spit the soap at the teachers.
I mean, yeah, misbehaving. Were you a naughty student in school, Chloe?
I was very naughty.
Oh my god, I can't go.
Yes, I know. I would have got a lot of spankings now. Yeah, very. Yeah, I would have been very like getting a lot of hits if they brought that out.
Good. Barbie, what about you? Were you a good girl or not so much?
I think I was a good girl, yeah.
Oh,
Kate?
Yeah, with Chloe on this, probably wasn't the best. I used to
you shocked me.
Yeah, I used to truant quite a lot. I had it down to fine art that I'd never really get caught or they'd never contact my parents about it. So yeah.
Naughty.
I was in there.
I got put in something called isolation.
Isolation.
Yeah, it was like a dark room, but the lock could basically
isolation for
you'd
dyeing
have
my
to
hair
do all your
bright
work in
red.
there.
Wild.
I got in isolation for dyeing my hair bright red.
I did as well, but it was literally bright red as well, actually. That's so funny.
Well, I mean, I wasn't part of the bright red hair club. Were you, Barbie? No, but I mean, we did it whenever we had nail varnish.
Oh,
mascaras on, head of year, straight to the office. They'd give you a white.
They used to say, "Show me your nails," and I'd be like, "No," like, and I'd have acrylics on, eyelashes, extensions, fake tan. They hated me. They hated me.
Worst nightmare every teacher's
I know.
But at least we didn't have to deal with all the social media things that are going on now. Anyway, enough of that. We're going to move on to the point in our show where we have the hot seat, and I was just about to say this week I think it's with Kate. But Kate, I hope you're ready because Chloe's come with a whole load of questions. Chloe, kick things off.
Would you get back with your husband if he had an affair?
No, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I just wouldn't, to be honest.
So you'd get a divorce?
Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably listen to the reasons, but that would really violate one of my non-negotiables. So I definitely wouldn't get back with them.
That makes sense. Barbie, your turn now.
So you mentioned that you've done pageants. What is your favourite pageant and why?
My favourite pageant I ever done was probably Miss Eco International. We went to Egypt for like a month, got to go around everywhere in Egypt, and it was just so much fun. So yeah, definitely that one.
Fun.
Wow.
Kate, tell me about your last date. What was it? And was it successful or unsuccessful?
Well, I've got a boyfriend, so the one with him, does that count?
You kept that on the quiet.
Yeah, no, I think I've said it on here before. So my last date was with him, and I guess it was successful.
Well, what did you do?
So I kind of fancied him, and I knew he played golf, and that was the only reason I could think of to light a conversation up. However, he quickly soon realised that I didn't play any actual golf, so I convinced him to go to like crazy golf instead. And we went to play crazy golf, and we go every year on the day we went. So we just went recently, and I finally won after 3 years. So.
Oh no, that's very sweet. That is very, very sweet.
Yeah,
that's lovely.
That's cute. Chloe, your turn now.
Okay. If you had the chance, would you have married Hugh Hefner?
No, he's so creepy, especially what I'm reading now.
Mm.
No, I don't know. Like he sounds like, I actually used to watch the program The Girls Next Door about his 3 girlfriends, and it doesn't really surprise me what they're all saying now. I always had a bad feeling about him. I know he's like not here anymore, so maybe I shouldn't say that, but he sounds downright nasty from some of the interviews I'm reading.
Yeah, some of the pieces, it is wild. It is wild. If you're watching this, you want to know, we're doing lots of it on the Daily Star website at the moment, so have a look. But yeah, some of the stuff they're saying is outrageous. Barbie,
what are your top 3 goals for this year?
Did that cut out then? Did you ask a question?
Yeah.
Sorry. Say it again, sorry.
What are your top 3 goals for this year?
My top 3 goals for this year. I need to get fit because I'm entering the military reserves and I failed the fitness test twice. So
great.
Yeah.
That's
It's a bleep test and I keep failing it. So I'll hopefully pass it next month. My other goal is I'm at university, so just to really thrive there and maybe get some A's. My other goal is, I don't really know. I'd like to travel to some places maybe by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's a good one. That's a good
Amazing.
one. Chloe, your turn again.
Okay. What gives you the ick in guys? Like, what gives you like, ugh, like it makes you feel sick? Like,
I think I answered this before, and it was really hypocritical. People who overuse social media and like share their life too much. I like guys who don't use anything normally, but that's so hypocritical of me because I use it so much.
So you're like a prisoner.
So none of my what? Oh, because I've not got social media. Yeah, one didn't. It just always happens to be that way. But
yeah,
that's it. No, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, my ex didn't have Instagram or anything like that, and then like when we ended, then he joined Instagram and stuff, and I was like, actually, I don't really like seeing you on here, because then it will sort of see like what, like you can, it comes up in like posts and stuff, doesn't it? And I'm like,
yeah,
fresh starts and like completely wiping the slate clean, like you do kind of want to not know really like what they're doing or what they're up to, because it's so different from like Facebook and stuff, isn't it? Completely different. I'd just rather not know, you know. Just rather not. But yeah, there we are. Barbie, your turn.
Okay, so you want to travel this year. Where would you like to travel and why?
I'd like to go to Japan for maybe New Year's Eve. I've always wanted to go there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So we'll see.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kate, do you want to get married and have kids in the future, or are you not that bothered?
I don't want kids. Marriage, maybe. I'm not too bothered about it.
It's not one of those things that, you know, some people are like, I want to do this at this point and I want to do this.
Yeah, I don't really have a timeline for it. I reckon I'll get married eventually, but it's just not been of interest to me.
No.
kind
And
of
that's
over.
I think it's really important as well to like normalize the conversation where some women don't want to have children and some women don't want to get married.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's not spoken about enough.
Yeah, there's so much pressure on it nowadays, isn't there? Like everyone expects it from you. Everyone expects it. It's just like, oh, I want to live my life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
I hear you. All right, one final question from both Chloe and Barbie. Barbie, get something juicy, please.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
One time years ago, I went on a date with someone, and like it was a different person that showed up, and I just thought I'd had it wrong. Because like, you know, when you go on dating websites, you do talk to a few different people.
Yeah.
Like it was a completely different person, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Oh.
And I just thought like, oh, I've got this wrong, and then I realised after, I think I just blocked them. It was just a bit weird. Maybe they said.
So you was you catfished?
I could have been like massively catfished, but like this was not the same person, 100%. But like I was like, obviously I've got it wrong. I didn't even ask them why. I didn't want to know. I just blocked them. So
God, it sounds a bit traumatic.
Oh,
yeah, it was a bit weird. Like
also,
the date was
you'd question
fine.
yourself. You'd question yourself constantly.
I
You'd
know.
be like, am I going mad here? Like, or did
literally. And the date was okay. So like, if they had, you know, if that had been the right person, and imagine they come out now and was like, it was me. I just looked at.
Oh my god!
It wasn't the right person. It wasn't the same person.
You didn't run. Did you run out the door, or did you go on the date?
No, I've continued with the date, just thinking, God, how many people am I talking to? It must be a mistake that I've made. But and then I obviously checked straight away and was like, that was the weirdest thing ever. And they were really normal as well. So I don't understand how. I don't know. I have questions. I'll never get answers. I don't want to know answers.
Yeah, no, sometimes it's just best not to know. Chloe, final one with you. Make it a good one.
Okay. What's the sexiest name a man could have?
The sexiest name a man can have.
Are you not going to say your? Are you not going to say your bloke's name, or?
Oh yeah.
You forgot about that one, didn't you?
Yeah, of course his, but I won't name him. Probably something like, I like the name Leonardo. I like the name Zeus, like a Greek god.
Oh,
so yeah.
Now we're talking, Kate.
Yeah. So,
like Hercules or something.
But interestingly enough, I actually dated, and these were like long relationships as well. Pretty much long relationships. I dated 3 Stevens in a row once, which was just wild. I'm not even joking. Like 6 months, 2 years, and 4 years.
I don't like it.
That's not sexy.
So,
no, I always attract Wills. Like when I was single, like for some reason Wills. They just circulate.
Have Will out of in-betweeners. I couldn't.
Will from the in-betweeners. And some of them have been like that, Chloe. It's been an awful time. But now it's okay. Anyway, enough about me. That was Hot Topics this week. We will most likely be back next Friday, time to be confirmed, but around lunchtime. There's been bank holiday. There's lots to be getting on with, hence why it'll be probably about 10 days before you see us again. But girls, thank you so much for coming on today and joining the panel and sharing your views and your thoughts on sexiest men's names. It's all happening on here. Anyway, if you're catching up, we hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. You can catch the girls over on our Instagram. We'll tag them in the stories. You can give them a follow on there. And you can catch all of the catch-up highlights over on our Twitter at the moment. And they'll be spread out throughout the week. You can give the girls a follow on there too. But yes, thank you very much for tuning in. And we will be back next Friday.
Okay, bye girls. See ya.